right, we have Dougie, the UAE head coach. Yes.
Okay, coach, you won the toss today. You probably thought your luck was going to change.
Not really. I think we won the toss. It was a strange kind of wicket. It looked a bit drier than what the other ones had been. We thought it may spin, but we still thought that bowling first is the right way to go. And just because we won the toss doesn't mean that you win the game. You've got no entitlement to do anything. You still have to do your skills well. And that was a problem. You know, the first 4 overs we bowled very well. And as soon as we dropped pretty Irvine, or didn't get hands on one that we should have caught, we just seemed to go into shells and didn't quite manage to produce what we talk about producing. You know, for a team of our ability, we didn't see what we're capable of today, which was really disappointing.
They're probably chasing that big target. Do you think your guys failed to handle the pressure sort of?
I don't think it was about handling pressure. I mean, when we played Zimbabwe last year, we chased down 312 on a pitch similar to this one, so no excuses for that. I think the problem we've had in this whole series is we lose early wickets, and that makes it very difficult. If you're needing to score at 6 runs and over for the duration of your innings, you can't be 15 for 3 because you have to rebuild. Zimbabwe bowled very well with the new ball, and you know, exceptionally well. And that's obviously a challenge in itself, you know, getting through the new ball. But if we can get through the new ball, it will be quite pleasant because you know you've got wickets intact, and you can actually start to play a slightly higher, slightly more positive brand of cricket. At the moment, we've probably not been able to do that and show anybody what we're actually capable of, because we're always rebuilding from a very difficult start with the bat.
So coach, as you were saying right at the beginning, it's all about learning and trying to push. So for example, it seems like the batters sometimes struggle against, say, the pace that...
No, not the pace. No.
Can I ask the question? I'm just trying to ask the question.
Oh, sorry for interrupting.
I'm talking about the line and length and the pace that, say, someone like Carl Jarvis has been presented for the bowlers. It seemed like at some points that the batters tend to be more expressive against, say, a Chris Mbofu or Donald Chimpani as opposed to him. How much does that, in terms of the learning aspect of playing against someone who keeps that tight and line and length as far as your team is concerned?
Okay, that's enough?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. It's nothing to do with pace, which is why Cal Jarvis doesn't bowl any quicker than what our bowlers do at all. So it's not to do with pace, it's to do with being a good bowler and holding your length and getting the ball sideways and attacking the right batsman in an appropriate way. He does that well as an experienced bowler. You know, he's done a fantastic series so far. He's probably the top wicket taker, I'm guessing. But certainly he's been somebody that has caused us an enormous amount of trouble up front, particularly bowling first. But what has he done well? He's held his length and bowled a really tight line. It's not about pace, because if it was, you know, some of our bowlers are probably quicker than Zimbabwe bowlers, if I'm honest. We just need to keep learning. You know, we can't lose 3 wickets in the first 10 overs. We've been 3 down every single power play. And from that position, as I said earlier, it's very difficult to get yourself back into the game.
Okay. All right, and just writing off of that in a sense, because you're saying it's more about like the lessons learned and everything. Would you say it's more of the series has been more so far, has been more of like missed opportunities, or maybe like just lessons learned in that aspect? Because I know before the series started, you had pointed out that look, you had prepared and everything. So in light of that, would you say it's been more missed opportunity, or still kind of like lessons learned on that regard?
I think the first game of the series is always quite difficult if you are the less experienced side. Again, we got some pretty difficult batting conditions to deal with, and we didn't quite manage to deal with them. I think we learned from that. The second game was a game that we should have won, irrespective of drop catches or anything like that. We should still have won the game. We should have closed that out, and we didn't. That was really disappointing. But we're always learning. Everybody's always learning, and I said right at the start, regardless of the outcome of this 4-match series, we will still continue to go towards a vision. What would have been great is if we could have won the game yesterday, and then the series is in the balance again. Today we made mistakes, and we need to learn from that and actually put right what we didn't get right today. We made way too many mistakes, and you can't drop players, good players, the calibre of Craig and Sean, the way that we did, and expect to get yourself into a match-winning position. You know, that was disappointing, but we'll keep evolving, we'll keep learning, we'll keep working hard. And I think I also said at the first press conference that the nature of associate cricket is that, you know, one day you play up here, the next day you're maybe down here, and then you're back up again. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to flatten that curve. I think what you will see when an associate plays against a full-member side, you will see that topsy-turvy nature of performance until we can continue to keep learning to get to that point whereby we don't make the same mistakes again and again. Today it was disappointing, we made mistakes, and it's something that we've got to address going into the last game on Tuesday.
There was a bit of a scuffle or a heated exchange amongst your players over that root cage. Would you perhaps say that was the turning point in the match?
Oh no, it wasn't. The first one early in the game, there was no heated exchange. The Asian way is very much that way. You know, it's sort of just because they're loud, it doesn't mean it's heated. It's, you know, that's just the way that they communicate, and it's something I've sort of managed to learn over the last couple of years. It was disappointing, you know, and I think thereafter, sort of we kind of lost the shape and we went away from what we were actually trying to do in the first place. That was really disappointing because, you know, the bowlers are actually quite skillful bunch of bowlers. And once that had gone, then we didn't manage to support in the field, and the whole thing sort of capitulated. And we allowed Zimbabwe to get to a score which ultimately was a bridge too far for us on a wicket that was sort of starting to spin.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks.